بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق.
We covered last week was basically the haraka and tanween. Those were the two main things that we learned: joining of the two letters, understanding and identifying when letters are breaking or they're broken into pieces, and when they're connected to other letters, how you can identify them. And then also we covered was haraka, fatha, kasra, dhamma. And then we covered tanween, which is fathatain, kasratain, and dhammatain. So inshallah, today we're going to be starting from lesson number 5, and we are going to start with sukoon. And the main things that we're going to be covering today, I just wrote it on the board. We're going to cover sukoon, qalqala, mad asli, and mad sila as-sughra. And these are all going to be covered. Oh, and I forgot to write al-huruf al-leen. We're also going to cover these 5 things. If we have time, inshallah. Like I said, it's a pretty fast-paced class, so we try to cover a lot of material. Most of the things need to be covered, and I think that most of you are already good with a lot of things. So it's an excellent reminder. To be honest with you, I kind of forgot a lot of these things too. But as you go back, open the books and you study, it's always a refreshing, it's always a reminder for you. Even though I lead the prayers every day. You probably use Tajweed more than anybody else. But still, you forget the terms and you forget a lot of things over time. And it's an excellent reminder. So let us go with Tajweed, a letter with, we're on page number 20. You want to bring sukoon, a letter with this symbol is called, this symbol is called sukoon. Okay? A letter with a sukoon merges with the letter before it. A letter with a sukoon is called sakin. Alright? So the letter that has sukoon on top of it is called a sakin. And this actual symbol is called sukoon. What this symbol does is connects with the letter that's before it. So it will always join. If a letter has this symbol, which is sukoon, on top of it, it will join with the previous letter, right? Not the one after, not the one, the only with the previous letter. That's all it's sukoon does. It joins or connects the two letters, right? Now let's look at the table. Table 5.1. Hamza, lam. Lam has sukoon on top of it, so you would say Hamza, lam, fatha, al. Hamza,
lam,
fatha, al. Hamza, ra, fatha, ar. Hamza, noon, kasra, in. Hamza, waw, fatha, aw. Hamza, dal, kasra, id. Now, you can read along with me so that we can move forward with this, inshallah. I think it's pretty easy. If someone has any question, you can ask question. And remember, alif, we're not going to say alif. When alif has any haraka on top of it, it becomes a hamza. Right? So, we're going to go hamza, fatha, lam, al. Hamza, fatha, ra, ar. Hamza, kasra, noon, in. Hamza, fatha, waw, aw. Hamza, kasra, dal, id. Hamza, fatha, meen, am. Who would like to take the next line? Or the next 3 blocks? Brother Zishan, go ahead.
Dal, fatha, ain, da.
Excellent.
Za, kasra, dal, zid.
Zid. Okay.
Dal, fatha, ra, dha.
Dhar. Yes.
Dhar.
Yes. Yes.
Can you do it?
Okay, yeah. Who would like to take the next 3? Go. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Khud. Yes. Remember the dal? Can anyone tell me the letter dal? What is the quality or which category does it belong to? Lathwiya, yes. And what's the quality of Lathwiya?
With
No.
Light.
light letter.
No.
Soft.
It can be like
Soft letter.
soft. It's the soft letter.
Okay.
Dal.
D.
That. And the other two letters, you want to share? Anyone remember? There's
Zo.
three.
Zo.
Al-Huruf al-Lathwiya are three. One is one
Tha.
dal,
Tha.
ta,
Zo.
dha.
Zo.
Yes, excellent. So remember, whenever you pronounce dal, you say dal. Very soft. Okay, line number 3. Who wants to take the 3 blocks? Yes, go ahead.
Qaf, Dhamma, Mim, Qom.
Yes,
Ba, Fatha, Lam, Bal.
yes.
Sin, Fatha, Lam, Sal.
MashaAllah. Go ahead, sister. The next 3, line number 3, the last 3 blocks. Sister Sam, she raised her hand. Yes.
Qaf, Dhamma, Lam, Quta, Lam, Ain, Kasra, Dal, Ain.
Excellent. Go ahead. Line number 4. Anyone?
Mim,
Yes, go ahead.
Mim, Fatha, Noon, Man,
Yes.
Kaf, Fatha, Mim, Kam, Lam, Fatha, Mim, Lam,
Yes.
Qaf, Dhamma, Lam, Ul,
Yes.
Ha, Dhamma, Mim, Hum,
Mhm.
Ta, Dhamma, Ba, Ba, Tum.
Excellent, mashallah. How amazing will it be, after you finish this book and someone gives you like Surah Al-Fatiha and tells you to spell everything and you'll be able to do that. That's an accomplishment. SubhanAllah. Last line. You wanted to go, Shamir?
Lam, Fatha, Kaf,
Yeah.
Ya, Lay,
Lay. Excellent.
Hamza, Kasra,
No, Fatha.
Hamza, Fatha, Noon, Hum,
An.
An,
Yes. Ta.
Ta,
Dhamma.
Dhamma, Mim, Dum,
Tum.
Tum,
Yes. Now say together. An.
An, Tum,
Excellent. Okay.
Lam, Fatha, Ya,
No. Lam. Fatha. La.
Fatha,
La. Mhm.
Ya,
Kaf.
Kaf, Dhamma,
Mi.
Mim, Kum,
Okay.
La, Kum.
Good. Last 3. You want to take it? Go ahead.
Lam, Fatha, Ha,
Lam. Fatha.
Lam, Fatha,
La.
La, Ha, Dhamma, Hu.
No. Remember, after the ha, there's sukoon. So what do you do when there's sukoon? You join. Ha. Dhamma.
Ha, Dhamma, Hum.
No. Ha. Dhamma. Mim. Hum.
Ha, Dhamma, Mim,
Hum. Now say the whole one. All of it.
La, Hum.
Good. Next.
Mim, Kasra, Mim.
No.
Mim, Kasra, Nun, Min.
Excellent.
Kaf, Dhamma, Ku. Mim, Kum. Min, Kum.
Okay.
Mim, Kasra, Min, Min. Mim, Dhamma,
Ha. That's a ha.
Ha, Dhamma, Mim. Hum.
Ha. Again.
Ha, Dhamma, Mim. Hum. Min.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, now that's excellent. Let's go to the next question. So everybody understand sukoon
Yes.
and sakin? Somebody wants to know what's a sakin? What's a sakin?
Sakin is like
The letter with sukoon.
A letter that has sukoon on it. And what does sukoon does?
Join the
Joins.
letter.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Now next page is 21. We're going to go to al-huruf al-qalqala. Our huruf al-qalqala are the letters that echo or bounce back. They're the echo or the bouncing letters. Take the example of a ball. If you drop a ball on the ground, it will always come back or bounce back. Similarly, when we recite these letters of qalqala, they will merge and bounce with the letter before it. There are 5 letters of qalqala. Okay? Now, before we go to the letters, let's read the note at the bottom. These letters only echo or bounce if they are with a sakin. If they're pronounced just by itself, qaf, there's no qalqala done on them, right? Ba, nothing. Only if it has a sukoon on top of it. Okay? And if they're joined with another letter. Do not bounce them so much that it sounds like a fatha. Don't say alqa, alqa, no. Okay? Practice the words in table 5.3 and echo the words that contain a letter of qalqala. Notice that not all words in table 5.3 contain al-huruf al-qalqala. The purpose of this is to contrast the words with sakin that bounce, that don't bounce. A hamza with a sukoon will be recited with a slight jerk. Okay? So the letters are qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. Now remember when we were doing the thick letters, al-huruf al-musta'liya. Kha, sa, dad, ghayn, ta, qaf, dad. And I reminded you, in order to remember it, you make the majmu' of it, and that is khussa, daghdin, qid. It's easy to remember. Similarly, the majmu' of qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal is qutbu, jaddin. And it's sitting there, right? It's right in the book, so you can remember it. Qutbu, jaddin. All these 5 letters are the qalqala letters. If any of these 5 letters have a sukoon, or if any of these 5 letters become a sakin, then you will bounce these letters. For instance, alqa, alqa. Okay? You want to read along with me? Alqa, alqa, ab, aj, ad. Remember, alqa. And if there was a kaf, not a qaf, you would say ak. Right? You see the difference?
No bounce.
Yeah, no bounce. Qaf is the qalqa letter, so you say alqa. If it was a regular kaf, you would say ak. No bounce. Ab. And if it was a ta, you would say at. You're not going to say at. Okay? Ab is a qalqala, so there will be bouncing. Ab. At. No. Aj. Ad. Alqa. These are the letters we need to memorize. These are the 5 qalqala letters. Qutubu, jaddin. Okay, now let's go into the practice of it. Next page, table 5.3, words with sukoon and the words that have qalqala on it. So this will cover the practice of 2 things. Sukoon, that we just covered before, and it will also cover the qalqala letters, teaching us how to make qalqala properly. Okay? So we are going to say uqtul, naqsus, batsha, qitri, hablun, sabran, ajrun, zajratun, sidqin, akhraja, bid'i, bi'izni, adnin, ahsanu, tahsabuhum, ahdikum, na'budu, wa'budu, azharu, matrabatin, nutfatin, muzliman, atmim, tadhalu, an'amta. Remember a lot of time when we recite Sirat al-Ladina, you know, in Surah Al-Fatiha we say Sirat al-Ladina an'amta alayhim. You probably don't even realize, but make that mistake. You say صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. That's wrong. There's no qalqala on أنعمت. It's أنعمت. The proper way of recitation is صراط الذين أنعمت. No qalqala on noon. Where were we?
أنعمت
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 عندهم
عندهم
أنذر
أنذر
أنزل
أنزل
ينشر
ينشر
ينصر
ينصر
أزلفت
أزلفت
رزقكم
رزقكم
مكرا
مكرا أتمم
أمسك
أمسك
منهم منكم أنتم اقرأ وأمر رأيي قرأت يؤمن مؤصدة شأن يأتيكم بئس. Now, someone would like to take one of the lines from here and just kind of practice and say it so we can all listen before we go to the next one. And we make sure this is same page, not the next page.
Read the same way, just like we did.
Yes, just take one line. Yes, go ahead.
أقصص نقصص
No. Start again.
أقتل
It's open.
أقتل
No, again, you missed the qalqala.
أقتل
أقتل.
أقتل
Yes.
نقصص
نقصص. Don't do too much as well, right?
Okay. نقصص
نقصص.
نقصص
Yes.
بشا
No, again.
Sure.
بشا
No. What you're missing the quality. You're doing qalqala, but ta is someone like to what category does it belong to when it comes to makharij, the pronunciation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's musta'liya. It's pronounced bad, full mouth. Remember, huruf al musta'liya, full mouth. Bad.
بطشا
Yes.
كتري
Again.
قطري
Yes.
حبل
Yes.
صبرا
Again. Let's saw.
صبرا
Yes. Excellent. Next line. Someone likes to take.
أجر زجرة
Yes.
صدق
Yes.
أخرج بدعي
Yes.
إذني
بإذن
بإذني
Yes.
بإذني
Okay. Anyone like to take next line? Line number 3. Yes.
عدني
Mm-hmm.
أحسن
Mm-hmm.
تحسبهم أهدكم
Mm-hmm.
نعبد
Yes.
وعبد
Yes. Line number 4. Anyone? Go ahead.
أطهر أظهر مطربة نطفة مظلما عدن.
Okay. And next line? Yes, please.
تذهل
Yes.
أنعمت
Yes.
عندهم
Yes.
أنذر
And
أنذر
yes.
أنزل
Yes.
ينشر.
Yes. Anyone else? Line number 3 from the bottom. Yes.
ينصر
Yes.
أزلفت
Mm-hmm.
رزقكم
Yes.
مكرا مكرا
Yes.
أتمم
Mm-hmm.
أمسك
Okay. Line number 2 from the bottom.
منكم
Yes.
منكم
Mm-hmm.
أنتم
Mm-hmm.
اقرأ
اقرأ.
اقرأ
Remember, one more thing I want to point on last page number 21, the note at the very bottom. Look, it says a hamza with a sukoon will be recited with a slight jerk. What does that mean? Jerk means like jerka, ra, ra. You know, not ra. Ra. Right. Go ahead. Sorry. Iqra.
اقرأ
Iqra.
اقرأ
Yes.
وأمر
Yes.
راعي
Ra'yi.
رأي
Ra'yi.
رأي
Last line. Anyone will take like last line?
قر
Yes. Go ahead.
قرئت
Qara.
sorry قرأت
Yes.
يؤمن
Yu'minu.
يؤمن
Yes.
مؤصدة
Mhm.
شأن
Mhm.
يأتيكم
Yes.
بئس
Yes. Right. Now, before we go to the next page, if some of you can take one box and try to spell it, I'll do the first two. Hamza, Dhamma, Qaf, Uq, Ta, Lam, Dhamma, Tul. Uq, Tul. No, as we move forward, spelling will become irrelevant. But it's always good to go back to the roots when you get confused. You should know how to spell. It's like in the English language, you rarely spell the letters, right? But you know how to do it. When you teach someone, you know how to spell things out. And when you know the spelling, you become really articulate in pronouncing because you know the ground and the foundation and the root of every single thing. So it does become irrelevant, but it's always good to know the basics of everything. So the second one, Noon, Fatha, Qaf, Naq, Sad, Dhamma, Su, Sad, Dhamma, Su, Naq, Su, Su. Can someone take the third one on the first line? Yes.
باء فتحة باء
باء
oh wait باء فتحة طاء بط شين فتحة شاء بطشة.
Excellent. Next, anyone can take next? Yes, go ahead. No, Qaf, Kasra, Ta.
كويت
What sound does it make? Yes. And yes. Now, excellent. Next, anyone like to take next?
حاء
Go ahead.
حاء فتحة باء حب
Uh-huh.
لام
دمتين
لام ضمة نون
Lam, Dhammatain.
ضمتين نون
Yes.
Had
So
nun.
allow the person a
ضمتين
little bit time to figure out himself, and then we can tell him, right?
ضمتين
Yes.
حد نون
Yes. You want to take the next one too?
صاد فتحة باء صبر
Right?
راء فتحتين ألف صبرا
Yeah. We don't remember.
Ah,
We
so-
just
راء فتحتين
run.
رن
Yes.
صبرا
Yes. Okay. Line number 2. Anyone like to try to take the spelling? Yes.
همزة فتحة جيم أج
Yes.
راء ضمتين أجر
No. Ra Dhammatain. What sound does it make? Ra Dhammatain.
رن
Yes.
أجر
Yes.
ز فتحة جيم زج
Uh-huh.
را فتحة را
Mm-hmm.
تا ضمتين تن زجرة
MashaAllah. Anyone next? Yes.
صاد كسرة دال سد
Yes.
قاف كسرتين قن سد قن
Mhm. Okay. Excellent. Next. Anyone like to take next? Go ahead. Hamza. Fatha. Yeah. Now remember, look at the next letter. It has sukoon, so you're going to join it. So you say Hamza, Fatha, Kha. And the sound that it makes, Akh. Mhm. Good. Excellent. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. I'll do the last two and then we'll go to the next page. Ba, kasra, dad, bilb, ayn, kasra, ay. Bilb, ay. Ba, kasra, b. Hamza. Are we going to read alif or hamza?
همزة
Yes, we're going to read Hamza, no alif, right? Hamza, kasra, dal, id, bi, id, noon, kasra, ni, bi, id, ni. Okay? Now, you will only master it by practice. So, what we're covering in the class today, you need to go and try to. This page at least is an excellent, at least I would say 3 times if you get a chance, on the weekend once or twice, or at least 3 times you need to practice. And if you do, it will help you a lot. Let's go to the next page. Lesson number 6A, and we are on page number 23, and we are going to talk about the lengths of a mud. The literal meaning of mud is to prolong. The meaning of mud is to make something long, to stretch. In the case of tajweed, we can understand mud to mean prolonging the mutaharrik. What does mutaharrik mean? Mutaharrik means a letter with a haraka. Remember, just like we said, sakin is a letter that has sukoon on it, right? Mutaharrik, a letter that has haraka on it, connected to a vowel. There are 3 vowels in the Arabic language. Remember, in the English language, there's a, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, right? A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, right? The vowels in the Arabic language are 3. Waw, alif, and ya. Waw, alif, and ya. Note, the sounds of these 3 vowels are similar to the vowels of English, like I, A, ow, oo, okay? They will have the same similar sound. Now, so what are the 3 vowels? Waw, alif, and ya. These are the 3 vowels. Now the next thing that we're going to cover when it comes to mud, because we're eventually going to what is mud is. There are 3 types of mud, 3 types of prolonging or stretching. One is called qasr, one is called tawassut or wast, and one is called tul, right? Qasr, now you can look, I'm reading from the book, so you can read it over here yourself. Qasr means brief. Tawassut means moderate. And tul means extended. Now are you listening? Are you listening? Mud or stretched can be ways, right? One is qasr, one is tawassut, and one is tul. Qasr is brief. Brief, when we say qasr, that means the stretching or prolonging of only 1 alif. What is 1 alif? 1 alif is 1 finger. Closed finger open, or open finger closing. Okay? This is 1 alif. Or 1 second, Easy to remember. When I have my students, I tell them that you need to make mud. I tell them I want to see 3 alif. I want to see 3 fingers and go slow. It's easy for you to practice. So, this is mud. The smallest type of mud is qasr, which is 1 alif. That's it. Second is moderate, tawassut, which is 2 alif. So you can say 1, 2. You stretch it for 2 fingers, right? The third is tul. You stretch for 3 fingers or 3 alif. So you're going to say 1, 2, 3. So this is the first one and the most important type of mud. It's called mud asli, the natural prolongation. These only works with the vowel letters. And the way they work is when you have these vowel letters, it should work in a combination with...
So this is case 1.
This is case 1. Right? We are going over case 1. Alright? Waw, alif, ya. And they are also known as the mud letters. The letters of the mud are 3. And they come from the vowels. If before waw comes a sukoon, if before alif comes a fatha, and if before ya comes a letter. What does it mean before? Meaning the letter that's before.
Preceded by.
Yes, preceded by. Any letter, right? If there's a letter, whichever letter is before it, if it has dhamma, it will be prolonged or stretched. If there's fatha and the letter before it has a fatha, alif before it has fatha, it will be mad asli. And if it's a ya and the letter before it has a dhamma, it will be prolonging to one qasr. Understand?
I understand, but how to remember?
They're all asli.
They're all
Yes.
asli.
So the
Yes.
one alif for each one of those?
All of them, yes. We're only studying the first one, right? You understand?
Yeah.
So where do you apply the alif? On
Then it
that-
becomes a hamza, and it will not be on mad. It will only be in this case. If this comes on top of it, then it will not be mad asli. It will be waw, dhamma, woo. That's it.
Or it has to be the preceding.
It has to be preceded.
In which case, what would we do? We would do one finger
Stretching.
of alif.
Yes.
But
Of
alif
stretching.
of
yes.
stretching.
Mad. We will do mad, one alif of mad. We will basically do mad asli, which is qasr, the smallest one. Alright, don't think too much, it's gonna get you confused. Let's go to the practice, alright? And we're gonna practice each one of it. We're gonna practice this, we're gonna practice this, then we're gonna practice this one. So go to page number 25, okay? Now as we practice it will become a little easier. Page number 25, fatha with alif preceding it, to it, okay? Table 6.3, A, fatha with alif isolated. Ba,
Ba,
fatha,
fatha,
Alif.
alif.
ba,
Ba,
okay? Ta, fatha,
Alif.
right after fatha, it's what?
alif.
It's alif, so you
Ta,
stretch. Ta, okay? Ta, fatha, alif, ta. Remember, you have to remember several things. Fatha, you said fatha. If alif comes after fatha, it becomes a natural prolongation. You have to stretch. Okay? Jeen, fatha. What's after the jeen?
alif.
Alif.
Ja,
Ja. Ha, fatha, alif. Ha. Kha, fatha, alif. Kha. Go ahead, read along with me. Dal,
alif.
fatha, alif. Da.
Da,
Dal, fatha, alif.
Za,
Try to do one finger for you to remember. Ra, fatha, alif. Ra. Za, fatha, alif. Za. Sin, fatha, alif. Sa. Shin, fatha, alif. Sha. Sad, fatha, alif. Sa. Dad, fatha, alif. Da. Ta, fatha, alif. Ta. ظا فتحة ألف ظا عين فتحة ألف ع. Are we going to say ع?
a,
Just ع. عين فتحة ألف ع. Is that wrong? Or is that right?
That's
wrong.
right.
No, it's wrong because we have to stretch it.
But it has to be
He's
precise.
saying it, right? So I did. If there was no alif after the fatha, then how would we say it? Ah, that's it. So do you see the difference? Yes? Okay? Let's go. غين فتحة ألف غا. فا فتحة ألف فا. قاف فتحة ألف قا. كاف فتحة ألف كا. لام فتحة ألف لا. ميم فتحة ألف ما. نون فتحة ألف نا. واو فتحة ألف وا. هاء فتحة ألف ها.
همزة فتحة ألف آ
Ya, fatha, alif, ya. Now let's go to the practice with words. So, wahidin. You see the
واحد
difference? Wow has fatha and it has alif after it, so you're going to stretch it slightly. You see? See the wow? You see, look at this one. When we're at the bottom one, right here, we're on wahidin, right? Wow. It's just like this. Waw has fatha and has alif, so you would stretch it. Wahidin.
واحد
Dahikan.
ضاحكا
Ghafirin.
غافر
Fa'ilun.
فاعل
Someone like to take the next word?
حامد.
Yes. Anyone else? Next one?
رازق
Yes. Yes, excellent. Next one. Yes, go ahead. Next. Next.
تاب
Yes.
قال
Excellent.
عابد
Excellent, mashallah.
قال
No. No.
قال
No.
قال
You need to look again.
قال
There's two mads in there. Lam, look at the last word. The last la or lam also has an alif.
Yeah.
قال
Qala. Both of these have mad. Alright, so you have to stretch both of them, okay? Now, kasra with a ya, okay? Li, ta, kasra, ya,
تي
ta, kasra, ya,
في
jim, kasra, ya,
جي ح كسرة يا حي خا كسرة يا خي دال كسرة يا ضي ذال كسرة يا ذي را كسرة يا ري زا كسرة يا زي
Go ahead.
سين كسرة يا سي
Go ahead.
شين كسرة يا شي صاد كسرة يا صي ضاد كسرة يا ضي طاء كسرة يا طي ضاء كسرة يا ضي عين كسرة يا عي غين كسرة يا غي فاء كسرة يا في قاف كسرة يا قي كاف يا
So,
كي
ba, dhamma, wow, again.
بو
Ta, dhamma, wow,
تو
ta, dhamma, wow,
تو جيم دما واو جو حا دما واو حو خا دما واو خو دال خما واو دو ذال دما واو ذو را واو رو زا دما واو زو سين دما واو سو شين دما واو شو صاد دما واو صو ضاد دما واو دو طا دما واو تو زا دما واو زو عين دما واو عو غين دما واو غو فا دما واو فو قاف دما واو قو كاف دما واو كو لام دما واو لو ميم دما واو مو كانوا تابوا مرسلوا عاملوا صبروا
Go ahead. Let's try to do together. Let's start the second line again.
فذوقوا
كافرون
يؤمنون يؤمنون يقولون يقولون
يفعلون.
يفعلون.
Okay.
In qalu, the last alif, what is on top of it?
Yes. So if you read the note, the circle on the in table 6.8 indicates that the letter is silent. For future reference, you will also notice a circle on other letters that are silent. Yes, so it's a silent letter. Qalu, kanu. It's just written there. It really has no nothing else. Nothing, no value. Just
It could be without that.
yeah, it could be without.
I mean the style like thing we have in Pakistan or India, that's different, right? From this.
It's slightly different. Yeah, the Indian Pakistani script is slightly different, and the Arabic script. But after you did, you should be able to read from the Arabic script.
Oh, from okay.
And the Indian Pakistani script is easier actually.
Okay.
It's actually easier to read. But this is a little harder, so you'll be able to read. Okay? Now, we're almost about to be done. Before I go to the next one, the last line. The last line of page number 27, if everyone can just do one block, so that we know we are accomplishing something. Just one word. Yes. Yes. Okay, go ahead. Let's do the bottom one, because that's a little harder. Excellent. Somebody else? Next one.
Muqinun.
No, not.
Muqinuna.
Yes, excellent.
Kafiruna.
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 Can you tell how many mud al-asli are in this word? Can you tell? Can anyone tell me? Two. Excellent.
Please.
One and two. Yes. And okay, next one.
Yu'minuna.
Okay, that's good. Anyone else?
Yaquluna.
Excellent. Anyone else? Anyone who missed, if they want to go, they can start from the line again. If not, then we're good. I guess we're all following up and making improvements. Now, lesson C. This is probably, we will just cover this, and we need to finish by 9:15, so we have 5 minutes, okay?
So I have one quick question.
Yes.
So if you don't follow this, the meaning get changed, or just the beauty of reading Quran?
No, the meaning does get changed, but it's all on different cases and scenarios. Like it depends on different words. Some cases it probably won't change. In some cases it probably will change.
Okay.
In some cases meaning will change slightly. In some cases it will change a lot. Right?
Okay.
But when it comes to stretching, I would say that probably the meaning will not change. But that's just not the proper way. That's not the dialect or the proper way of saying things, right?
I see.
Okay, the next is we are covering Mad Sila As-Sughra. Almost to the bottom. Our goal is to cover these 5 things today. Almost there, inshallah. Mad Sila As-Sughra. It's something new, and probably you haven't heard it if you were reading the Quran from the Asian or Indian Pakistani script. Mad Sila As-Sughra in Indian Pakistani script is called standing Fatha Kasra Dhamma or Khada Zabar Khada Zaid Khada Pesh, that which we call it, right? But in Arabic, if you pick up the Arabic script of the Quran,
Right.
there's no
Yeah.
standing the kasra, there's no kasra. It's basically the same thing. So just to give you an idea of what this is, it's the same thing. It's also, so to begin with, first let's read. Minor prolongation is the same as mad asli.
The
Qasr.
first one.
Yes, it's the same one. We're still covering this first one. But the vowels, waw, alif, ya, are written in smaller text next to the mutaharrik. The reason for this is because the vowels that lead to the prolongation are not part of the word. This is how we will see mad sila as-sughra in the Quran. So, alif, for instance, this is the letter, right? This should be the letter that's preceding to it, right? Now we didn't get the actual vowels there. In mad sila as-sughra, you will just have a small alif like this, right?
Right.
And a ya, it's not part of it, it will just be like this. It's not part of the word, or the wow will just be like this.
So sometimes it can be a part of the word in the Quran, sometimes it can be like that. Or
Yes, we are still going a different way. If it comes in the form of a word or part of the letter, then it will be mad asli, right? If it doesn't come, it just comes, if you see an alif like this, that means you have to stretch it. The same way as you would stretch mad asli. If you see a small ya like this after a kasra, you have to stretch it, right? Right? If you see a small waw, which is not part of the word, you still have to stretch it. Now, the difference is in Indian or Pakistani script, if we pick up it will be a this will be like, it will be a standing fatha. It will be a standing, right?
Right.
If you pick up those kind of, we will call it standing fatha, standing kasra, or upside down or standing dhamma. Right? But if you pick up an Arabic text, it will not be like this and you will not see this. So I'm just telling you both ways because you don't want to be able to, pick up go to haram once and pick up the, like, well, what is this? I don't understand how to read this. Or you come across this, like, what is this? This is a different kind of a Quran.
So the sound is exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. I'm just saying this is the only way.
Only script change.
Script change, yeah. And the book doesn't even cover this. I'm just telling you as extra. If you pick up those you probably know this if you read the Qaida, especially Nurani Qaida.
Right.
That's how it's covered in there. Right?
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Right.
Either you call it mad sila as-sughra or you call it kara zabar, kara zeb and ulta pesh. Same thing.
Right.
These are the different forms and ways it will come. And if you see it like this, it needs to be stretched just like you would stretch mad asli. Okay? Understand?
Yep.
Any questions? Yes? So if you see a waw and dhamma, and then alif before it, fatha, ya before it.
All need to be
Okay.
stretched with.
Kasra.
What if it's a
Fatha, kasra or dhamma. All need to be
So
stretched.
these are the all three different ways. Mad asli, standing fatha, and mad sila as-sughra. All will be stretched with qasr. What is qasr? Prolongation of one alif.
one finger?
Prolongation of
One alif.
Okay? Sounds good? Okay? So, let's just go over this table. We're going to cover the reading of it and then we will be done. Okay? In the table below, table 6.2b, notice how the vowels indicating mad sila as-sughra are not part of the word but are isolated to indicate prolongation of the mutakallim. This is in contrast to lesson 6a mad asli, in which the word actually includes the vowels. Okay?
That's the difference.
That's the difference only. Table 6.2b, mad sila as-sughra practice words. Aghna. You see how see how the fatha is different? That's mad sila as-sughra.
أنزلناه خالدين هذه.
So we're stretching the last ha because of the ya. That's not part of the word. It came after it, but it's mad sila as-sughra and we will prolong it. Okay? Ayatihi. Yeah, it's just it's just understanding of it, that's all. Just have to understand. These are the different forms it can come. I guess we will cover the lead next time because it's already past 9:15 and we are 5 minutes, so we'll continue from here later.
Inshallah.
Oh, you're moving fast, mashallah.
We are moving fast, we're moving too fast. We covered lesson up to 6, we're going to cover lesson number 7. Yes.
Inshallah.
Just one question, please. Is it like the mad sila appears on the ha dhamir, the pronoun ha only?
I'm sorry?
Like the mad sila it appears only when the ha dhamir, the pronoun ha. When the pronoun ha appears, then the mad sila will occur there. When we talk about the third person,
Mhm.
like he, yeah, rusulihi.
Okay.
So ha dhamir, yeah?
Yes. It's a good point.
What
But
is the
it-
point? We missed it.
But it's more relative to understanding of the grammar of it. I guess what you're saying, it's related to the grammar and to the meaning, the third person. So, yes, you brought a good point, but I guess
Advanced.
Beyond the scope.
Advanced.
it's beyond the scope. It's a little advanced for here.
No, because I saw هي أغنى and there is no ha الضمير هون. Here there is no ha.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it confused me.
Oh, so you're asking? No,
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No. It can come in. It doesn't just have to come in the third person. So I don't think it's necessary. You're right. It's more relating to the meaning of it, but no, it's not necessary.
So
Okay.
we're still in case 1. We haven't done case 2.
No,
which
we've
is
covered
us.
all the different kinds of mud, the
We did cover
custom.
everything.
Yeah. And this is basically the main, this is it. When it comes to mud, this is it.
So when did we do the 3 times?
صدق الله العظيم